Well, greetings everyone. It's great to see a big crowd online, and our numbers just keep growing here. So it's great to have a nice audience today for our TabSite and Sendible social media marketing webinar. We're going to be focusing today on social, mobile, and local audiences and giving you tips for maximizing your social media towards those unique entities. My name is Mike Gingrich, and I'm a co-founder of TabSite. And just to get a couple things out of the way for you here, yes, we are going to be recording this, and yes, we will make slides and the video replay available afterwards. We also will be announcing at the end of the webinar today a winner of a TabSite Gold plan that will be free for life, and as well we'll be offering discounts to new users or upgrade users for TabSite and Sendible. So stay tuned for those at the end today. But yes, it's going to be recorded, and we will get that out to everyone who's registered. There'll be a video replay link that follows this. I'm going to be joined today by Johnny Costello from Sendible. Johnny is the sales and marketing manager for Sendible, and I'm going to let him just introduce to you a little bit Sendible for our TabSite audience.
Great, thanks Mike, and hello to everybody listening in. So Sendible is a social media management software. It's online software. It was founded in the UK in 2009. Seen rapid growth since then. We do have some support staff in the US though. We've got nearly 100,000 registered users worldwide. Companies such as the BBC and Amazon.com and even some police services are using our software. We're the only platform out there that allows users to reach customers on multiple platforms. So that would be social media, blogging, email, SMS, and also offers the 360-degree brand monitoring with sentiment analysis. What's really cool about Sendible is that it's a really robust platform, making it easy for us to integrate with any of the latest social networks as they become available. And on the next slide is just going through the 4 key areas of effective social media management, and really the areas that Sendible based their features on. So the first one is engage, how you can engage with new and existing customers on multiple social channels at once. Also monitor and listen, where you monitor mentions of your brand, competitors, industry terms, and as I mentioned, sentiment. And there's also measure, which is the reporting and analytics, where you can prove the effectiveness of each piece of content that you distribute and each account, social account that you link up with Sendible. And lastly, grow, where you can discover new customers and grow your following.
All right, and for the Sendible audience that's joined us today, I'll just go over a couple items about TabSite. We were launched in March of 2010, actually. That's my typo on my slide there. So we're heading towards 3 years, and we have over 75,000 users worldwide in companies such as the Minnesota Timberwolves of the NBA, National Basketball Association, Amari Smith, who does a tremendous amount with social media marketing and Facebook marketing, uses our tools, Ace Hardware, and more. We specialize in engagement apps for promotions, as well as drag and build tools, which allow you to just customize your tab pixel by pixel perfect. And we offer photo contests, video contests, deals, sweepstakes, and more. So features that will allow you to build out custom tabs on your Facebook page that you can promote and that draw people in, draw users in, draw entrants in, and tools that help them want to share that with their friends to get votes, that type of thing, and boost the engagement and interaction of Facebook pages. So let's move on to today's agenda. We're going to dive into more details for you, but a few things. We're going to talk about social marketing best practices and take a look at, dive down into Facebook and Twitter a little bit more detail. We're also going to take a look at local marketing best practices. How do you use this type of technology to capitalize on a local market? And finally, we are going to take a number of minutes and dive into mobile marketing because mobile just continues to grow. It's relevant. People are spending more and more time on their mobile devices, and so how do you reach them, and how are our tools, the Sendible and TabSite, able to help you be insightful and impactful in the mobile arena. We're going to talk about being effective and efficient, ways that you can gain efficiencies. We all have just a certain amount of time, and how can you get the biggest bang for that time and be effective in your marketing efforts? How can you monitor, build, and grow? We're going to be taking questions that we will answer at the end. We're going to leave a block of time at the end to answer questions, and if you want to post them right here in GoToMeeting, you can do that in the questions. We're also going to be following the Twitter hashtag social marketing, which is at the bottom of your screen now, social marketing, and so you can tweet to that tag, and we'll be watching that as well. So again, we're just going to dig into some things and start off with social marketing best practices. All right, let's break down some current trends that we see across social media, and what's happening that you need to be aware of, because social media is always changing, always evolving, always growing, and so there's going to be, you have to keep current with it. What was current, 3 months ago is not current today, and by far and away what was current 12 months ago is not accurate today. Things evolve. And Twitter continues to grow, as you see on this slide here. If it was a country, it'd be the 12th largest in the world. There's 750 tweets every second that are going out. So it continues to grow as a microblogging platform, as a referral source, as a way that people are reaching out to find out information, to connect, and to follow businesses and brands. As well, LinkedIn has made a number of changes in the past 3 months, and their platform continues to evolve. One of the things I think is just fascinating is that there's 2 new members every second. So 1,000. 2 new members just signed up for LinkedIn across the world. It's global. Over 200 countries, 161 million members. They've made some changes to their platform in terms of brand presence. So there's company pages that can be filled out a little bit more now. So we're continuing to watch LinkedIn as it evolves as a business social media platform. On to Pinterest. Pinterest has really taken the world by storm this year, and if you haven't looked at Pinterest for your company, we want to encourage you to do so and just take a look at, we're going to be talking about that today. Some of the TabSite applications allow you to pull in your Pinterest pins onto a tab on a Facebook page. But also run a deal that works on your Facebook page but integrates with Pinterest in the pin deal application. Why? Because social media is about visual images largely. A lot of people want to see images. Those get the engagement, and Pinterest is a massive referral source of traffic. So if you're posting images of your products from your website, from your blog, from your Facebook tabs, then it's driving more traffic than Google+, LinkedIn, and YouTube combined. Okay, it's just a tremendous source. People are going and spending time on that platform, looking at images, clicking through, and going to certain, to your wherever that destination is. So make it be your destination. Be present there. Instagram, as you know, purchased by Facebook for that billion-dollar figure, and being integrated. Their team has been integrated into Facebook's team, and just as it says here, 575 likes per second, 5 million images are uploaded every day on Instagram. Here, recently on the East Coast in the United States with the Hurricane Sandy, Instagram took on a new meaning, as it was one of the primary and immediate ways that people were getting visuals of the storm damage in New York City, in New Jersey, and some of those hard hit areas. People were using their mobile devices and posting photos to Instagram, which can then also be multiplied to Facebook, to Twitter, to Tumblr, and so it became a source. So Instagram continues to grow. These are some of the trends that you want to watch and be aware of. Now, in particular, we want to take a look at Facebook here as well, because Facebook, it just continues to become a more dominant, more commonly used platform for all people, all households across the world. Okay, and in the center of your screen now, what you see there, the big blue bar with Facebook, is that people are spending 6 hours and 35 minutes on average per user on Facebook per month. Okay, and you see, next to it, the next largest, Google, at 3 hours and 20 minutes, Yahoo at just over 2 hours. So this means Facebook is a place where people are spending time, and so therefore how your business is represented there is very important. On the right side, you see that there's a 61% year-over-year mobile user growth for the Facebook platform, and so that's one of the things that we're going to dive into in more detail today, is just the rise of the mobile user and how you can reach them on Facebook while they're there. Now we want to move into challenges in social media for businesses, and I'm going to turn it over to Johnny to dig into this a little bit more deeper.
Great, thanks Mike. So social has opened up some really huge opportunities for businesses, really to engage directly with customers, also understand what motivates and interests them, and to increase the size of the audience for your content. But I guess it's the very size of that opportunity that's the biggest problem for companies in social. So I know marketing budgets can be tight. Where do you focus your time? So I just wanted to talk a bit about that at the start. I just want to give you some insight on how you can be sure that the right messages get out to the right audience via the right channel at the right time. And maybe even more importantly is, when there's so much social marketing across so many platforms, as well as your own website, how do you measure and monitor the impact? So just really want to go through some 5 best practices when you're deciding on your social media platforms. So the first that I have there is deciding on the right platforms. You can't be on every social network, so pick the ones that are right for you. Make sure you do them well before you move on to the others. Number 2, so put some effort into your content, make it interesting. Don't just try and sell 24/7 on social media, and make sure the same message goes out to all your channels. Number 3, I guess most people think social marketing is free marketing, but you do obviously have to invest time and effort to get it right. 4, make sure you reflect on what's working for you and repeat it. Reporting and analytics is really key here. And last, really use the correct tools, and that's where I think Sendible and TabSite comes in. So I guess it's right to assume on this webinar that most people have set up profiles on the main social networks: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, YouTube, Pinterest. The great news is that Sendible currently supports Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, is integrating with Google+ and YouTube next week, and we're just waiting for Pinterest to open up their API, but that hopefully should be soon. So let me just focus on the big 2, Facebook and Twitter, and I'm just going to talk about 7 ways to get noticed on Facebook using Sendible. I think, as you well know, that there's a lot of information out there, and it's getting tougher and tougher to get noticed on Facebook, just due to the sheer volume of posts hitting newsfeed. So these are just really 7 simple tricks that you can increase your exposure on Facebook and generate more click-throughs to your website using Sendible. The first is attribution links. So you can see the little screenshot there, but Sendible allows you to include an attribution link along with your posts. What this really is little customizable links that appear below your updates and can contain text that you like. So in this example, attribution link is here. It can contain, say, check out my blog or go to my website, and then this can link back to your website. This says visit our blog here. Um, the next one would, and this is actually just to note, that's also really great for your SEO if you're trying to focus some more attention on that. The next one is branded Facebook posts. So it's possible to include your company's name below every update that you send to Facebook and Twitter for that matter. So instead of a via mobile or via Sendible, your post can display a via my company. So if you're Starbucks, it'll say via Starbucks with just a little icon alongside it. As I said, it's a really good way to build your brand awareness and then have Facebook users click straight from Facebook directly to your website. Again, it's great for SEO. The next one is scheduling. So on Sendible, to ensure the best possible chance of having your Facebook posts noticed, we allow you to schedule your post to be published at the time that your fans are most likely to be at their Facebook newsfeed. This is done through our analytics, so you can find out the best time to post to that particular Facebook page based on engagement probability. What time of day are your posts most likely to get liked, comment, and shared? And link previews is the next one. So this is just another really easy way to engage with your Facebook fans. So you just create interesting link previews. Link previews are just a thumbnail, a title, a caption, and a description. These will appear whenever you post a link to Facebook. So we make it really easy for you to customize these previews. You can put in your own title and subtitle and make yourself stand out. And the last one is geo targeting. So we will touch on this again later, but in Facebook, it's really a lot of users disclose relevant information about themselves, so their age, location, gender. So with Sendible, you've got the ability to deliver this content that's only relevant to those particular fans. I will again, as I said, touch on this a bit later. And number 7, of course, is TabSite. So I think I'll just hand it back over to Mike to discuss the sort of integration between Sendible and TabSite.
Yeah, glad to help out on that one. One of the ways that TabSite and Sendible has partnered is that we have integrated within TabSite engagement apps the Sendible messaging system. So when you're in an engagement app such as group deals or a coupon or a sweepstakes using the engagement app, and when you're filling out that process, one of the areas below in the setup process is promotional tools. And so you will see the Sendible icon that's just to the left of my blue arrow there, and you click on that Sendible button and your composed message box will come up right there in the manager area of TabSite, and you have full access. If you're not logged in your browser, you'll be prompted to log in. If you are already logged in, it's going to look just like this, so you'll be able to see the various tools that you could use. Where do you want this message to go to? What do you want your message to say? Do you want to add an image, and do you want to send it now or schedule it for later? So you have all those tools, and so that's a tremendous asset because you can plan ahead in scheduling out some key message information for your contest, for instance, and talk about when entries are going to be received to, and when the cutoff date's going to be, when winners are going to be announced. And the other value of that Sendible integration is, as Johnny said, that you can send it out to multiple different platforms. So you can schedule it to your Facebook page, Facebook profile. You can send it out to other sources, your blog, those type of things that you've integrated into Sendible as well. So it allows you to boost that out. So that's a key tool to gain some efficiencies there that we've been excited to roll out just a month ago, and have been seeing people use that ever since. I'm going to turn it back to Johnny now to talk about some best practices in Twitter.
Yeah, great, thanks. So I guess the other of the big two, I consider them, well, Google Plus would probably make it a big three, but we'll go with Twitter. So 10 best practices for brands on Twitter. So the first is to do your research before engaging with customers. It's important to know how your customers use Twitter. Do a really simple Twitter search. Find out if there's conversations happening about your brand, your product, your service, or your industry. So really, it does help to know what people are saying about you and your industry before you go on Twitter. Determine organizational goals. What does your organization want to use Twitter for? Some companies like Tesco, Walmart can use it for customer service. Other people just use it for sales. Other people with engagement. So determine that before you start. Number 3 is utilize either a branded or a personal profile. So yeah, it's important. You just need to decide if you're going to have a branded company profile or you're going to have a Twitter profile that is some part personal and part to do with your company. Number 4 is build Twitter equity and credibility. So this, no one's going to. First of all, you need to start tweeting some interesting content, not sell all the time. Build your credibility, and from then people are going to try and listen to your tweets, and then maybe you can go with sales after that. Number 5, I guess, is track metrics and conversation trends. So any enterprise, no matter what the size, should really have some sort of a paid tracking service like Sendible to better track their Twitter conversations. You can also identify trends, measure sentiment, and get just a picture overall what's going on. Don't go overboard. Less structure is better. So Twitter is just like any other relationship. You just don't plan everything you need to do in advance. 7. So yeah, you need to listen and observe, like I said, before you start engaging. Listen to what people are talking about in the Twitter community, because they're not going to accept you straight away. You need to listen to observe their behavior, I guess, and understand how they use Twitter, and then adjust accordingly. Be authentic and believable. Authenticity has always been a golden rule in social media, but another one is to be believable, which I guess is just as important. This means, again, it's just spending time listening to your community, observing it, learning from them, and then start tweeting. 9, track, measure, and iterate. I mean, that's just track and measure the posts that have worked for you, and then use this method in the future. And last, I know I've said you need to do some research, but don't spend too much time strategizing. Do your bit of research and then get stuck into Twitter, and then adjust as you're going along. Okay, so that is the 10 best practices for Twitter. I think Mike is just going to take over now, talk about Facebook pages.
Yeah, I'm going to drill into a little bit more on how to maximize and key items you want to be aware of for Facebook pages. So on Facebook, there's 3 things that are going to be very important for your Facebook page getting communication out. Number 1 is visibility, because if people need to see your posts, okay, so they need to like your page. There's also a new tool out now that Facebook just launched last week, which is called notifications. And so you need to get information out about that to people, that they can like your page and click to get notifications so that they're alerted in their Facebook notifications whenever you post. But visibility, making sure people see your information, is the critical step, because the second step is related to the first one, engaging users. So they can't engage if they haven't seen your information, right? So engaging becomes very important, because that's how things are spread out further. How if someone comments, then their friends, their network can see that. If someone shares, obviously that's going to their audience. If someone likes that, and that's engaging with that, and you want to begin building an engaged community that interacts with you. That's that type of vibrant two-way communication of a social network between a company and their fans is very important. And the more that people engage with your content, the more likely they are to have your information visible in their news feed. And then The third area, viral tools, virality plays off of the first two because they have to be seen first. That's visibility, and then you want to get them to engage. That's the next step, and as they engage, their network begins to see it, and that's what we're talking about with viral sharing. So that when your fans become engaged, they become a viral conduit to extend your information out to their networks, to their friends, with the value that it's a trusted referral. This person who I'm a friend of has said he likes this, so I'm more inclined to be open to that as well. So key items for Facebook pages, and let's just break these down into some best practices. Again, with Facebook, but with social media in general, there's just continuing to be a growth in photos getting the most engagement. People are visually oriented. They're taking a look at things. They like to peruse photos, and photos prompt them more than anything else to like it, to comment on it, and to share it. So these are just some stats comparing things. You see the like percentage, photos come way up, and in comments it's just right there with text, and with shares by far and away photos had the most engagement. And you want engagement because that means that person's going to see your newsfeed post more frequently, and you want engagement because that's how it gets shared further out, so that you are extending your audience through that fan. For example, here I'm just going to pull up a specific one. October here in the US was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we posted on TabSite a image for breast cancer awareness that people could download and put on their profile or their Facebook page. And that was an image. We gave it a simple description. Hey, this is what it is, and this is where you can get it. The 148 people like that. 28 shares. 28 people put that either on their page or on their profile, and it had 8 comments. And that is exposure. Okay, because the average Facebook user has 130 friends. So 140 times 138 had the potential to be aware of this, of those people sharing it. 28 times 130 had the potential to be able to see that share on their friends page or on the fan page that shared that onto their page. So that's the viral nature of it, that a photo can do, and that's how you can build your reach. That's how you expand who is aware of you, and drawing people back in is where we'll go to next. But here's some posting tips. We've talked about this because you need to get active communication out, and there's some tips here for that type of communication. Post succinct content. Short is best. There's been studies. This was from one that said post between 100 to 250 characters see 60% more engagement. So people aren't wanting something grandiose, a long paragraph of information. You think of a tweet is 140 characters, and so kind of what that looks like on Twitter. But here we're talking about something right in that kind of sweet spot is even best on Facebook, between 100 and 250. So you can go a little bit longer with Facebook, but don't go too much longer. And posting tips is going back to, this was a study done by Facebook themselves that they published data on, and they're outlining here that a picture or video, a picture generates 120%, and a video generates 100% more engagement than just an average post, a text post or a link post. Okay, so this is key information, and you've got those YouTube videos out there for your company. It's time to also be using those. Grab that URL from the YouTube video and use that on Facebook, but also you've got photos, you've got product photos, you've got photos of your location, you've got people photos of people using your product. Those are the types of things that will engage people. And finally, ask questions. Make your page a place that is a conversation starter. Okay, ask your fans' opinion via a question. And so what we're outlining here in this example was they were asking them to select a color. Hey, we've got a prototype here in 3 different colors. Okay, blue, violet, and purple. And we want you to tell us what you think. Okay, let your voice be heard. And so they're prompting. That's a a photo with a question, and they had 491 comments on that one. So that's just a quick example of asking a simple question, getting that out there to get feedback, input, interaction with your audience. All right, and one of the things we want you to do is to consider posting and drawing people to your Facebook page to enter a contest, deal, or promotion. All right, so you want to get that information out to them that this is happening, then you want to draw them back to the Facebook page tab. So this is where TabSite can come in, because TabSite's a Facebook approved third-party application, which you need in order to legally run contest promotions on Facebook. And so you can draw people in. So a contest draws people in because maybe you're going to post some information out about it. Well, they have to come to your page to enter. So they click on that link, and we often recommend posting a image with the link in your body, text there. It just says, here's the picture in your post, and your text says, come here to our Facebook page to enter, and you post the link to that, and they click on that, and they come over to your tab, and they can enter. So in this case, we have 2 sweepstakes entries showing. This is a simple thing where people can enter and submit, and you also see there's extra social sharing buttons on these pages, so people can announce what they're doing and encourage their friends to enter, that type of thing. I'm going to move to the next slide, which is a contest slide, and I'm really high on contests because, and I'll tell you why. That's just because of the way it draws people in to enter. Those people that enter want to get votes, so they are motivated to extend that out and say, hey, to their friend networks, and say, hey, come and vote for me. I'm in this contest and I want to win, so come back here and vote for me. So their friends come back and vote for them. Now they're on that page, and there's opportunity for them to like the page, and we make it easy with a contest for a entrant or a voter to be able to share that with their friends. So there's tools that we put in place that they can tweet that out. They can pin their entry that they've put in that contest onto Pinterest. They can like it, share direct with friends, that type of thing. So contests increase traffic, and they extend viral reach because, as I talked about, it's one person entering and then sharing that with their friend network to say, come vote for me. That's now they've reached out to their network, and they boost engagement. People come back, they interact with your page, they want to see what's happening, they want to like your page, so then in case there's another contest, they're aware of it. All right, and what I'm showing you here, just another point, is this contest is in Spanish. Okay, and so TabSite is one of the few that allows you to basically run it in any language you choose. So we allow you to customize, all the vote buttons, all the information, all the instructions, so that you can run it. We have contests. I've seen them in Spanish, in Portuguese, in Russian, in Dutch. So the uses are endless there. Just taking a look at one contest, a photo contest that was done by a photographer, and just taking a look at their results. So they had a 46% increase in fans to the page during the 2 weeks of the contest. So it made a significant impact in their reach of their network, and they had a 34% increase in people talking about this. Okay, so that means that people were interacting with it, and if you can see on the photo there that I have on the screen, there were 157 likes, and at that point in time there were 37 shares, 24 pins. So there was activity happening, and that helps extend it out further, so that the viral reach for the page was over 13,000 during the contest. So that's like how many people, how many unique views during a 5-day time period. And she had been averaging like 7 to 8,000. Now she was up to 13,000 during the contest. So it just helped extend. That's what we're talking about. You want to reach out and boost your community and draw them in, get them to engage. A contest is the way to do that. And this gal ran a 2-stage contest, so she actually had a open voting for a season, and then of those three, the top 3 vote getters moved on to the final round of voting, and so then voting started over again. So again, that's another method to draw people back, because who were the finalists? Okay, now we need to vote for finalists, and so people could vote once a day, so they were coming back to extend their votes, and that's interaction. That's tying that affinity tighter to that Facebook page, so that that user has a greater chance of seeing posts from that photographer's page in the future. Okay. Other ways, if a contest isn't going to be right for your company, then there's other things you can offer deals. Okay, and we have some. A share deal, a friend share deal. We allow you to put your Instagram, pull in your Instagram feed and show that on your Facebook page, and just getting ready to roll out a Instagram contest. So we're very excited about that. Look for that here in the next 2 to 3 weeks coming out. Group deals, and so group deal is a number of people, kind of like Groupon except for a Facebook page for your company, that you say, hey, the threshold is 40 people have to say I'm in on this deal, and they have to register before that deal is active and on. Okay, and then once that figure is hit, then the deal is on, and you can say, okay, but it's available only to the first 80 people. So it took 40 people to unlock it. It's available for those 40 and 40 more up to 80. And so you create a buzz and some anticipation to interact with that. We have a pin deal, as I said. That's what's shown here on the screen. The Minnesota Timberwolves, so the NBA team, was using this one, and they were doing it as a way for fans to have a chance at winning tickets to a future Timberwolves game. So they'd come to the Facebook page where they promoted it. People would click on the link, come over here, and they'd say pin to reveal on Pinterest. The box pops up where they log into their Pinterest account. They pin it there, and there's that information. And again, the value of that is then that anybody who looks at their Pinterest boards or is following their pins can see that, hey, they pinned that. I wonder what that is. They come over there, they click on that on Pinterest, and it takes them to this Facebook page tab for that person to be able to enter. So that's what we're talking about with engagement apps from TabSite. We offer a lot of those, and we want to keep moving here and dive into some local marketing best practices, and I'm going to give it back to Johnny for starting in this area.
Yeah, great. Thanks for that, Mike. Yeah, so we just wanted to focus a bit on local markets and geo-targeting, and the first thing I wanted to talk about was just geo-targeting in general. So what we mean by geo-targeting is how you can geo-market an internet market. It's just a way of determining the physical location of a website visitor and then delivering content to that visitor based on either their location, or their country, or even break it down further by their zip code or state. So how to use this on Facebook? As you know, on Facebook, users can disclose quite a lot of relevant information about themselves, their age, their gender, location, work history, language. As a Facebook administrator, you've always got the ability to deliver this content that's only relevant to these particular fans. So, for example, you may be promoting an event in Los Angeles that you only want to promote and be visible to fans located near LA who speak Spanish, for instance. So you'd say free comedy tonight in the Spanish Comedy Club in downtown LA, and then on Sendible you just target these people who are in Los Angeles and who speak Spanish, and these are the only people that will see that post on Facebook. And to set this up on Sendible, it's when you first add your Facebook fan page, in the Add Edit Services section, you can define exactly who you want to target. like the screenshot. So then to post to the different fans, you just add the same Facebook fan page multiple times. That means you can post to fans in LA who speak Spanish, fans who speak French, fans who speak English. Just keep adding the page different times. And on Sendible is also a way to geo-target on monitoring. So you can put in certain monitoring terms, your brand name, your competitor's name, or just general industry names, and you can geo-target what people are saying about that brand name in your local area or in a part of the country that you want to focus on. And then on Sendible, you can always read and reply to any of these mentions.
Very good, Johnny. I know we had a question posted about someone wanting to market to a smaller area, and so I think you just hit on it here. And particularly, they were talking about 2 counties, so just the ability you can narrow it down to a zip code. Is that what you're saying for Sendible?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you just add the Facebook page twice. First time you wanted to focus on one county, add that Facebook page. Make sure you describe it differently to the next time, and then add the Facebook page again. So they'll be side by side with each other in your Sendible dashboard, but you can target different messages to 2 different counties that way.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to jump in here and take a look at offering deals locally. Okay, so when you're talking about using a technology service like TabSite and Sendible here, you can offer deals via social media that must be redeemed in the store. Okay, so you can this is a way to drive people to your storefront location. So for instance, you can do that friend share deal or the pin deal, that type of thing on a TabSite tab, and you can have them, once they have gotten access to the deal. I mean, you can set up that deal so it says, hey, bring this in and hand it to us to get 25% off this product, that type of thing. So offer deals via social media that must be redeemed in the store. That's a way for you to take the out there social media in the technology realm and bring them through your door, your retail door. And just taking a look at this, average minutes smartphone users spend on social networking sites. Okay, and you see the 441 minutes there for Facebook users. 80% of smartphone users are accessing social networking sites on their devices. So again, this is where we're tying the local and the mobile together, that people are using their mobile devices while they're out, while they're on the go, and they're making decisions about that, which is helping them determine, do I turn right or do I turn left, or do I, oh hey, I can walk into this door here. All right, the bottom right section there, just wanted to take a look at that for a moment there. The 96% smartphone users have researched a product or service on their phones. Okay, 94% have searched for local information, and 90% have acted upon some of that information within 24 hours. Okay, so they're making decisions on the go, on the fly, and so that's where we're saying this whole thing works together: social and mobile to drive local traffic. All right, and 66% of smartphone users, visited stores in person after taking a look at something on their phone about that. So that's, again, just reiterating, this is how you can drive traffic to your doorstep, and so that's putting it on social media and doing something that is localized in terms of the deal, the target, so they have to act on it and come into your doorstep. Now, the reverse of that is, if you've gotten them into your store, into your local area, that's now the time to make sure that they are connecting to you on your Facebook page, on your social media platforms. Okay, and so the example here is that you can create a QR code and just put that on a card at the register. So at the point of checkout, or inside your front door, or in the window on your door, you can put a little poster, a little sign that has a QR code and says, hey, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, these types of things, and have that QR code so they can scan it with their phone and they can be taken, right to your Facebook page. So that's the reverse side of that is when they're in there, don't let them move away without having some type of opportunity to connect with you on your social media platform. That's how you're getting them to work together and building those synergies. And so, in this example here, we're offering that QR code so that they can come and boom, right to our Facebook page, or we can direct them right to a Facebook tab if we want them to, enter something there, get their email address, that type of thing. And QR codes are simple to find out there. I know that Google offers them. There's even a Chrome plugin that you can generate a QR code from any web page. That makes it easy to just if you Google QR code for Chrome or just QR codes Google, and they'll give you free tools to create that QR code, and you can create an image, put that into a poster, put that beside that cash register, that counter, that front window, so that people can find you. We're trying to make these work together, social, mobile, and local. All right, and just taking a look here as we move into the final area that we want to focus on, and that's diving into mobile in particular. So smartphone use just continues to surge. In 2011, more people bought a smartphone than a PC. Now that kind of makes sense because in many cases a smartphone is going to be a less costly one-time investment, although with data plans it's going to carry on. But the facts remain that we're seeing a shift and a trend, that the rise of mobile, the rise of tablets is overtaking the sales of PCs. There are 1.08 billion mobile phones or smartphones out there, and that number just continues to increase every day. So it is a phone, but they're using it for a lot more than that. I mean, we're getting the higher speeds, 4G, and those type of things. So internet access. They're reading news. They're communicating, they're doing chat, and they're spending time on social media on those devices. So this is an important trend to say, how is your business reaching people on the mobile devices? How is your business represented on a mobile device if somebody does go to your website, to your information that way? There's a couple key factors that you need to be taking into consideration for effectively reaching the mobile user. Mobiles must be fast. It must be fast for the user to load. It must be easy for them to view and complete. You can't do as much information. If you want them to fill out a form, it's going to be best if you can keep that form to 3 fields instead of 12 fields. That type of thing, and just make it simple for them while they're on the go and doing that. And again, I talked about this earlier. There's been a 61% year-over-year mobile user growth on Facebook. Okay, 600 million monthly active users on Facebook buy their mobile devices each month. So that's one of those key considerations for how you're being represented there. And TabSite is one of the few app providers that has a solution for the mobile user for custom tabs, custom promotions. If you are using Facebook's on a mobile phone, or if you have the iPhone Facebook app or the Android Facebook app, Facebook's app does not by default let you go to custom tabs or show you those in the menu or navigation. Okay, but as we talked about earlier, the primary place that people are spending time on Facebook on their mobile device is their news feed. Okay, and this is where the TabSite Sendible connection comes into play. So if you're running a contest, you're running a promotion, you can set that up in TabSite, and again use that Sendible link and schedule your post to go out. What we will do with that post is automatically create a smart mobile friendly URL. And so you're just announcing, you're writing your text, hey, come here to enter our contest and click on this link. And we've already pre-populated that link in there for you. You've set it to go out at 3 p.m. and you hit schedule in your Sendible dashboard there within TabSite Manager. That will go out at 3 p.m. It'll go into the news feed. If somebody's liked your page, they have opportunity to see that. They click on that link we will show them the mobile friendly view, just like you see there on the iPhone view on your screen now. So we're one of the few that allows mobile users to see that, and so by we're basically detecting that they're a mobile user, and we give them a mobile friendly view. So number one is what you see if by default somebody tries to go to a Facebook tab link on most devices, but number two, using our smart URL, which we offer to you free for every custom tab you're doing, they can see it, and they can enter, they can participate in that contest on their mobile device. All right, so engage them, and TabSite is one of the only ones to provide that mobile URL so that engagement can happen no matter what device they're on. Turn it to Johnny then to talk about a little bit of what Sendible can do with the mobile.
Yeah, great. So since we're talking about mobile now, I'll just touch on what we can do on the mobile, and then after that I'll focus on the main features of Sendible briefly. So yeah, it's one of the most effective ways to share content, and you need to share it on the go. We've got a mobile iPhone app and Android app, but what we encourage people to use is our m.sendible.com, which is available on every device. And we're also excited to announce that you can now do everything that you can do on Sendible through our m.sendible.com app. So until recently you weren't able to post images, but that has been added. So if you want to log into your Sendible account on your device through m.sendible.com, you'll be able to do every single feature that you can do on our web app. You can also do that now on mobile. Okay, so the next few slides I'm just going to concentrate on the main features of Sendible. That was just a quick quick screenshot of how to use a photo sharing feature on Sendible. So these are just now on screen, just the various social networks that we are connected to, and you can share content to all of these at once, or choose which are relevant for you and your clients, and then share the content to them, and you can schedule them to go at the right time. That's what we sort of touch on the next slide.
And Johnny, did I hear you say that Google Plus is coming for you guys?
Yeah, so next week Google Plus and YouTube will be added, which is exciting. So you'll be able to post to Google Plus, reply to Google Plus, and also post videos to your YouTube account. So we are going to be the first, I think, provider out there to be able to have all these in one dashboard. So what I'm talking about here, again, it's effective ways for sharing content. So we've got our interactive drag and drop calendar, so it's really easy for you to plan and schedule your messages to different social networks, and you can also set them up to go on a recurrent basis. And with our reporting and analytics, we'll be able to tell you the best time to post to a particular Facebook or Twitter account based on engagement probability. So it's really the optimum time to reach your audience. Okay, so the next slide is touching on how, I know I briefly mentioned it, but we have social media monitoring on Sendible, and during the elections we ran a cool test on the sentiment around people talking about Mitt Romney and Barack Obama online, and we actually predicted pretty close how the swing states would go based on sentiment on social media. The way it works is you put in a brand name or a term that you want to track, and we'll pull back any mention of that term from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube comments, blogs, forums, Google Plus, etc. And any mention of that, we'll also attach it to a sentiment analysis using a computer algorithm which decides if the tone of the message is positive, negative, or neutral. And then you can filter down these messages into just, if you want to use as reputation management, maybe you only want to see the negative comments, and from there you can reply to the messages.
That's some awesome stuff there,
Twitter,
yeah.
or Facebook on Sendible. Great, thanks. And not only that, you can also monitor just your community, so just your feed. So you integrate your social network feeds into the dashboard, and from here you can read and reply to direct messages that have come in to your accounts. There's also the priority inbox, which brings together all your different accounts, so your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, and soon your Google Plus feeds. Put them all into one priority inbox, and you'll be able to read and reply to the messages all from there. Save time. You'll also be able to assign them to other members that are on Sendible. So if you have got different team members in Sendible and you want to assign some negative comments to them to reply to, that is possible. There's a translate feature here that you can translate from any language back to English. The next slide is a couple of features on Sendible, how you can grow fans and followers, and also, I guess, gain new sales. The really cool ones are these Twitter automation tools, like a Twitter welcome message, so every time someone follows you, you can send them a message, or Twitter auto retweets, you automatically retweet comments to people that you like or based on a certain interest or term. And I think the most powerful of these is what's known as the Twitter auto reply. So you put in a keyword or interest, and anytime somebody mentions that keyword or interest on Twitter, they can get a pre-designed tweet from your account. So the example I might use, if you were a coffee, just a cafe in your local town, and you wanted that anytime somebody mentioned coffee in your local area on Twitter, they got a pre-designed tweet from you saying, "Hey, come down to local coffee shop for half-price coffee today." It's possible to geo-target it really easily on Twitter. A really powerful tool if done correctly, and you can also grow your followers that way. So you can automatically follow these people who mentioned that term, and then they might follow you back.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we want to get ready to move to the question and answer time. And so just a couple, and also announce our winners and special offers here. So just a couple, summary items that we want you to take away. Fast facts, boost engagement via strategic posting. All right, and what we're talking about with Sendible is we're giving you the ability to post on so many different social platforms. So wherever your audience is going to be spending time, you have the ability to schedule posts out to that. You can do a lot of monitoring and listening. Via the Sendible dashboard there with TabSite, what we're giving you is the opportunity to have promotion tabs to drive traffic to your page, to give people a reason to return, to give people a reason to interact, and give people a reason to share it, to drive others back. And I just wanted to mention here, we just launched a new app today. It's called Friend Share Deal Reveal. Very excited about that one, just because it basically gates behind sharing the ability to get the deal. So someone comes to the tab and you've preset it to say, hey, they have to share this with 4 friends before they get access to the deal. So they see the information, yeah, I want that deal. They click the application, select their 4 friends, they customize the message that they want to send to those friends. Hey, I think you should check this out. If by you getting this, I'll get access to the deal, then you can come back and get it. And they send it out. Once they've hit that threshold that you've set, like 4, they can get access immediately to the deal offer, and away we go. And so what we have done via that is that now those 4 people have the possibility to come back, and that's how you drive traffic. So as we take a look at a few questions here, and Johnny, I think you answered the one. There was a question about, they have a business that has a small target area, 2 counties, and you talked about Sendible's ability to address that via, targets to a specific zip code, setting those accounts up, and even also the automated retweets there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and I know we had another question about different image sizes within one TabSite app. Okay, so basically, depending on what the app is, obviously you want to take up the full real estate that Facebook allows. So 810 pixels wide is typically how wide an image is going to be, and so that's maybe your main image. But then we ask for a different image for the posting, because Facebook is going to crunch down an image that's going to be shared with a link to like a 90 by 90 ratio, and so it's going to be better to load a smaller image there. So there are a few different sizes that are going to be applicable there. Most of ours for the tabs are 810 wide, and the height is variable there to try to make that easier for you. We tell you a recommended, which is definitely the 810 wide, but heights can be variable. That's just some flexibility there. Let's see, we had another question, and let's see, we've seen a significant drop in the amount of our fans that we were able to see posts. Okay, so you saw some reduction in your reach. What can we do to boost the visibility? Okay, and that's exactly what we're talking about here. That was Chris was asking that question. Is with strategic posting, there has been some taking a look at what are ways to get people to look at your posts. I think you need to think about educating your audience on the whole notifications tool that Facebook just launched last week. So maybe that's via an email blast or a blog post on your site, those types of things, or just again tweeting that saying, hey, make sure you come, and you've liked our page, now click on the notification so they can get those. And that's one way. Another way we just talked about, the promotions via TabSite, because that's a way to have a specific event, a promotion, a offer, a contest that you can publicize and that draws people in, and everything we just talked about there, where by getting somebody to enter and they need votes, they want to share that with their friends to come back, and so that's extending that circle of traffic back to your page in a real way. Johnny, there was a question. Help us understand how Sendible is different from others like Hootsuite. So I'll let you take that one.
Yeah, sure. So Sendible integrates with a lot more of the social networks than Hootsuite. It also allows you to integrate your blogs like WordPress or Tumblr, where you can manage all that from the dashboard as well. We have much more in-depth analytics that go back a lot further than anything like Hootsuite does. We also, as I said, a really robust platform with an API that we can sort of tweak your dashboard to include some like CRM sided things if you want us to, and we allow you to rebrand your posts. So instead of it saying via Hootsuite or via Sendible, you can change it to say via your company name. And really importantly, we also let you fully white label our dashboards. Say if you're an agency or a large company or franchise, you can have your own branded social media management tool that you can allow customers and clients to log in and manage their social media from there. So I guess that's probably the main ones. We've recently been used by a lot of agencies who say we're the best social media management tool to manage different clients from the one dashboard, and a lot of them do white label the dashboard.
Great job, Johnny. Brad just says he's sold, so there you go. All right. Let's see. The winner, I just advanced past that slide, but the winner of the TabSite Gold Plan is from Arizona. Her name is Ashley Warren. Ashley Warren. So Ashley, I'm going to be reaching out to you via email. Someone from our TabSite team will be, and from your registration email. So look for that coming. Congratulations there. And I've got on screen now discounts that are available to everyone else. So everyone's a winner today. That at Sendible, if you want to sign up for Sendible, you can use the code TabSite and get a discount as well. If you come to tabsite.com and use the code Sendible, you'll get a discount. That's going to be available for the next couple of days there. So that's the information that everyone's a winner there. Let's see, and I think I have a couple more questions coming in. Alright, there's a question about the QR codes, smart URLs. Is there a way we can reuse a QR for different promotions? Well, a QR code is tied to a specific URL, and as well our smart URLs are tied to a specific tab. So if you are going to bring them back to that same tab, then our same smart URL would apply. But let me see if I get your question. Have the QR code point to a link that can be redirected. So that can be redirected to different smart URLs. So I think that's how I would answer that, in the sense that a QR code that you generate is going to be specific to one destination URL. And so whatever you have on that destination URL, whether that's a tab, and there you have different links, that'd be one possibility. But our smart URL is going to be tied to one particular tab. And you can easily just create another tab if you need to get a different smart, a QR code to go to that. And there was a question about tabs and tutorials in Spanish. Let's see, and I can just answer that by saying that we are continuing to work on our tutorials, and we're actually looking at kind of a training partnership with some others who are heavily use our platform, and so there may be additional resources there. And if Spanish is your first language, you can submit questions in Spanish, and our team, in this case in Spanish, can answer via Spanish if that's helpful to take a look at that. I know not all of our tutorials are in Spanish, but you can go to tabsite.com/help and use a tool like Google Translate to get some Spanish details that way. All right. Let's see, we'll be sending out the slide deck. Yes, absolutely. So that's a final reminder there, that we will be posting the video replay later on. Give us a few hours to process the video and send that out to everyone who registered. We also will be posting the slides, so continue to watch our Facebook pages for that information. We'll be sending that information out. We'll try to include that in the email blast that goes out. Johnny, any questions you were seeing on Twitter or anything there that we need to cover yet?
No, not. I don't think so. I think that had us all covered at the moment. Let me see. Did we cover everything that people are saying? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'd just like to encourage people to get in contact with me at sales@sendible.com, and if you want a personal demo of the software, or if you want any more information, I'd be very happy to help you out.
And same for us, that you can reach us at support@tabsite.com. If you do have further questions, you can even feel free to go to our Facebook page and send us a message there, post, or go to tabsite.com/support, and our team will be glad to follow up with you. So I think from the States, I'm going to sign off, and thank you for joining us. And Johnny, I'll let you sign off as well from the UK.
Yeah, great. Thanks everyone for listening to us. Have a great day in work, and I'm finished for today, which is a nice bonus for me.
All right. Okay, so look forward to the video replay link coming out later, and the slide deck. We'll stay in touch. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.